Accidentally started a little early. For some reason, the game just decided to click in, and I don't know what happened. Accidentally clicked the wrong thing, and now my computer not working. Oh, there it goes. So, we shall just head in, maybe. Let me see. Okay. We are working. We did plan, if I'm not mistaken. And we are now past winter. We must go find this versions of stuffs. Ooh, I found plant. Hello, toucan lady. What are you holding? Ooh! Miracle! To the anonymous sender of packages. Hello, this is Mayor Clemson writing. I am following up on a serious cases that Detective Grayling has been assigned to, and that I am told were only solved once you sent the exact evidence needed to solve them. After your most recent delivery, concrete evidence that Farmer Lido did not tar and feather his own house, I have made the decision to relieve Detective Grayline of his duties, and to instead place you in charge of all criminal investigation in our fair city. I realize this may come as a surprise, but all of us here are more than confident that you will be up to the task. Please know that you have our full support, and we will be eagerly awaiting your next delivery. Thank you, and continue your tremendous work in the name of justice. Farmer Lido asked me to send you some of his award-winning soup as thanks. I don't know how that works, considering I'm all the way here in the... Oh, is that what a canned soup? Okay, we got canned soup. Where's the canned soup? Go. Canned soup. Canned soup. I feel like we need a mug or something. Alrighty. Well, we solved that somehow. Wonder if the guys have anything else for us. Maybe. Maybe not. What plant is this? Another plant. Another random plant. Seeds everywhere. And there's our favorite stop sign! I don't know where Harold is. Wow! Pet. You go on ahead, little guy. You can have fun. We have all our monkeys. Let me see where a toucan lady is. Ah, she's having a nice sip. Welcome to Wanderstop. It's a tea shop. A tea shop? At last! A welcome bit of civilization. You can't know the depravity I've been through out here, best not to discuss it. Please then, let us get to it. What items are on your menu? You just tell me what you want, and then I go try and make it. Aha! A shop run in the classic Oshigane style. How delightfully quaint. Let's see, what shall I request? I think I am quite partial to lavender at the moment. A cup of lavender tea will do nicely. And I do believe it would pair nicely with some ghost fruit. I say, now here's an idea. Are you capable of altering the color of the fruit? You know, my dear, that satisfaction of tea comes from its aesthetics just as much as its taste. Ghost fruit truly takes on a striking color pattern when altered, don't you agree? What do I want? Regular ghost fruit or the one with alternate colors? Oh, let's go with both. Yes, why not? both it shall be. Okay, so your order is lavender tea with regular and color swatch ghost fruit. That it? Exquisite. I shall be waiting eagerly. Okie dokie, we go get ghost fruit. Eep. Ghost fruit, ghost fruit, ghost fruit. Hey! I didn't know we have a thingy for quick quests now. That'll help. So we need Waper. Maybe. Ghost fruit is the big bushy one. So that's this one. And we need... that, and then we need... little robot! Nice. Ooh, hi! Give me that package! Time for delivery! You got mail! Well, actually, let's put that away for now. Let's find a spot for a little robot toy. Decorate! You go there. No. Must turn it around. Why is it facing the wrong way? Aw, that's no fun. I guess you really only works if you put them in the right direction. Oh well. Time to go get some color shrooms. Mushrooms, mushrooms, must go find mushrooms. Mushy, mushy mushrooms. Must go find the mushrooms. One more, I believe. There are plants. Yeah. Probably stand get some water. Here's a creek. Oh, right. Let's drop off our mail. Key, and we want it's chocolatey, savory thingies. Wafer sprouts. Nope, that's not it. Wafer sprout. Yes. Yay! We did it! Now time to go find the teacup. Ghost. Ghost. I also need to go find a T-ball, which I don't currently have on me. I must go find some tea. I am not full of tea. Tea, 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 tea. I'm not seeing any bushes. T-bush, T-bush. Where are you, T-bushes? T-bushes, bushes. Where are the bushes? I can't find the bushes. Where are the bushes? Bushes? There's some bushes. Now we're full. That took too long. Guess I'll go do some snips. There's another. This is a nice pretty cup. Why did I not get that one? That's a dirty mug. Dirty mugs go in the wash. Bunk. Oh, still not there. Run. Oh, yeah! Where are you flying to? Okay. Oh, yes. Brilliant! Oh, the mushrooms! This is a good place for mushrooms. Stay on your toes, Elsa. Yee. What was that? I heard a sparkle. Doesn't mean it's ready. I'm kind of tempted to grow some. Wait, I'll do this. you go. Eat. And that one's a gift room. So, gift room's going gift room. Mushroom, mushroom. Tea's still not ready yet. Do. I need to get 2 more shrink shrooms. 2 more shrink, 2 more shrink. That's not a shrink. There's tea. Might as well pick up some more. Tea leaves. Tea leaves. Tea. Little spill. Toucan lady! Toucan lady is upstairs! Splendid, thank you! My dear, it is the perfect picture of quality tea preparation. You will not see how the layering of the ghost fruit colors elevates the status of the tea. Details like this are invaluable. You have done a marvelous job. My deepest compliments. It is of course appropriate that I compensate you for your work, no? Therefore, I offer you the most valuable payment of all, a piece of advice. Oh, no! That is not most valuable, no! Don't. Oh, goody. Here's my advice that I offer to you. Ahem. You should endeavor to slow down so that you notice the beauty of life. And there you have it. Oh, that was fantastic. Is that very helpful. Is that the entire advice? Darling, I assure you, this advice contains multitudes of meaning. If it feels at all trite to you, then perhaps you have not spent enough time meditating on this meaning. Now then, I must sit with this tea for a moment to savor its taste. Excuse me. I do not like unsolicited advice. Yes, personally. Definitely not my favorite thing. Let's see what's in the mail. To the person who returned a second lost parcel. This is quite confusing. As you know, you already returned one lost parcel to me containing my sacred cloak. However, your latest package contained another cloak exactly the same in every way. Where did the second cloak come from? My cloak is the only one of its kind. This is not possible. Where are you finding these packages? Attached is a photo of me attempting to wear both cloaks at once. So as you'll see, it's quite nonsensical. I'm coming apart at the seams attempting to wear two cloaks at once. What have you done to me? Sincerely, Olivia the Owlmancer. Thank you very much for the cloak. Picture. Cloak picture. Where shall we put the cloak picture? You know, I think we can put it here. I don't know, it didn't look like he's bursting at the seams. What picture was that fun from? He's trying to wear duplicates? Another Owlmancer picture. Hello, who are you? You are new. Whoa, you look like from a different game entirely. What's up with your face? Jerry! Hello, Jerry! Hello, I am Jerry. Perhaps you can help me. The meeting will be starting soon, and I am running behind schedule. Therefore, I must get to the boardroom. Where is the boardroom? This is a tea shop. There is no boardroom. I see. So the boardroom is not here? Correct. It is not. I see. Well then, thank you for the information. You, want tea? No, I do not drink tea. But I will take one coffee, thank you. One coffee coming up. Very good. I would totally serve coffee! Coffee! You see the business-looking guy that showed up? He seemed to really want coffee. Is there any way of making coffee here? Ah, yes. From time to time, a customer will be asking for coffee. Yay! I can make coffee in the tea game! Yee! This is awesome! Unfortunately, Boro does not have a good answer. Coffee beans do not grow in this forest. That said, when Boro is throwing many things into the tea machine, the tea turns dark and brown. Haha, but this is probably not what our customers are looking for. So no, I don't believe we can make them coffee. Miss Ota, that's okay. In shopkeeping, we cannot always give our customers what they want. We can only be working with the tools we have. No! It doesn't make you feel like a failure when you can't deliver? Every time I'm unable to complete the task, I feel so gross. Perhaps once, for us, Boro felt that way. But the years of tea shop maintenance have worn it down. Do not worry, Miss Elsa. You are doing a fine job, I am promising. In fact, if you are feeling upset by the lack of completion, perhaps you can make tea for Boro instead. What do you say? This is not being a request, simply a reminder that I'll always accept a fresh cup. Why don't you just make tea for yourself? Alright, I'll see what I can do. Delightful! Thank you so much. Any sort of ingredients will do. Perhaps I can even be offering my thoughts on what kind of tea you've made. Hey, yes, Boro is not picky when it comes to tea. I am going to try his suggestion of throwing all the things! I want to see all the things. Who are you? Oh, wait. This one's not working properly. We are gonna do all the things. to try. Let's see. Gimme! You have a seed. Let's see. Put the top in. And then we... That's my favorite mug. Favorite mug by far. Bye! Let's see, we shall see. I feel like... Request. Coffee. Feel like pigeon peppers? A coffee gourd? Maybe? What? Mail already? Hello, it's Book by Mail Club. Unfortunately, I have to apologize to you. After I sent out the previous book, several readers wrote to me to remind me that Dirk Warhard as a character is an outdated model of masculinity and law enforcement, a product of his time. I recognize that as cultural norms change, it is important to reflect on what our media implies and accepts. That's why this time I'm sending you an analysis of the Dirk Warhard character and franchise to better contextualize the novels against the social circumstance in which they were written. Until next time. Ooh. Chasing Bullets, a history and critical theory of the Dirk Warhard novels. Let's read. By Lydia Turnwell. The enduring popularity of the Dirk Warhard novels represents an enigma for contemporary literary critics. How does one analyze and understand a body of work which is so superficial in its content, yet which has achieved such enduring audience adoration? While many are content to dismiss their popularity as a result of the simple-minded desire for easily consumable and mindless content, I believe that this perspective misses a crucial element of what makes the Dirk Warhard novels popular. After all, he's not the only vapid action hero in pulp literary fiction, so what makes his legacy so enduring? To understand this question is to understand the book's author, Jeremy Esterkoff, who wrote the books under the pen name D.B. Steele. Did not always produce such simple-minded literature. The novels he wrote early in his career, while similar in theme to the Dirk Warhard books, walked a much more nuanced line in their portrayal of action heroics. For instance, The Flag Bearer Rests at Dawn depicts the struggles of two brothers on either side of a civil war, whose fraught attempts at reconciliation are complicated by the constantly changing messages of the state propaganda. A year later, Esterkoff published Final Eyes, a futuristic thriller about a government agent whose desire to serve justice humanely is challenged by the encroachment of efficient yet thoughtless robotics into the world of law enforcement. Esterkoff has repeatedly declined to speak publicly about these early works, or indeed about any of his I'm not familiar with that word. I think it's French. In time, he came to be known as an enigmatic recluse, someone who emerged from isolation only to live over a new piece of work. His reticence to explain himself therefore invites a great deal of speculation as to why he shifted away from writing more nuanced material to instead pen Dirk Warhard novels. Of course, it's impossible to ignore the financial failure of his early novels, yet to focus on sales may miss the bigger picture. Esterkoff was known to have a contentious relationship with his publisher. Excusez-moi, I did not read that right. who at the time was attempting to capture a more artistic and socially conscious audience, and so put extensive pressure on him to make public appearances for press and the reception of rewards. Esterkoff bristled at the insistence, resentful of being asked to participate in the literary social world. We are then left to wonder whether the shift towards mass audience literature was actually a move by Esterkoff specifically intended to rebel against the wishes of his publisher. Yet, regardless of Esterkoff's intentions, what's indisputable is that the moment he shifted his efforts, he found immediate commercial success. His very first Dirk Warhard novel, On a Wing and a Bullet, became a global bestseller and brought the name Dirk Warhard into the public vernacular. Within 3 years, Esterkoff had published a further 6 novels in the franchise, including the bestsellers Bullets O'Clock, Edge of a Bullet, and Knives at a Bullet Fight. Who is Dirk Warhard exactly? Going by the novels, he can be difficult to pin down. He is consistently portrayed as stoic and unflinching. Yet with each novel, he shifts socio-politically in order to meet the needs of the story. The best example of this is the perpetual question of whether Dirk Warhard works for the government or not. The answer seems to change in each book. His role in the execution of justice fluctuates between being a public good and being a rogue renegade, sometimes even within the same story. Dirk Warhard is also the embodiment of a stereotypical heteronormative masculinity. As the novels exploded in popularity, so too did they begin to attract criticism for their portrayal of Warhard's relationship with masculinity. As writer Laura Earhart phrased it, Dirk Warhard romanticizes male infantilization to an audience for whom contemporary expectations of masculinity have become far too nuanced. This and other criticisms resulted in a bitter retaliation from Esterkoff, who chose to respond to his critics not via public statement, maintaining as ever his trademark aloofness, but through the novels themselves. His subsequent novel, Straight as a Bullet, was a naked attempt to repudiate his critics by having Dirk Warhard double down on every one of his most egregiously masculine tendencies. In the novel, Esterkoff's longest ever, Warhard made love to over 120 women and kills dozens of vegetarians. The exact phrase, "I'm a man and nothing will change that," appears 26 times. It's at this point that the novels begin to drive towards a very specific thesis. Dirk Warhard is incapable of fundamental change, because he is who he is as a result of inherent traits rather than as a product of social or political impact. For instance, in the Bullet Complex, the villainous Dr. Schrumptuck genetically modifies Dirk Warhard to make him more compliant and passive as a person. Yet Warhard's genes literally resist the transformation, rearranging themselves back into their natural configuration, just moments after the procedure is complete. This is a recurring theme in subsequent books such as Face Full of Bullets and Bullets Forever, wherein the villains become focused less on personal gain and more on simply trying to change Warhard. It's in this trend that we see the core appeal of Dirk Warhard begin to emerge, a repudiation of the value of socio-political change. Change is the only consistent villain of the Warhard novels, the only concept towards which he remains consistently hostile. Even Warhard's notion of justice is malleable. At times he considers crime necessary to achieve justice, while at other times the elimination of all crime is the only path to justice. Yet in no circumstances is change acceptable, for himself or for anyone else. Of course, we are again left to speculate as to the exact nature of Esterkoff's personal belief in the content he was writing. Are we to see Dirk Warhard through the eyes of the author who once penned serious and moody works of nuanced interpersonal intrigue? In this sense, the Dirk Warhard novels could be seen as a satirical lampooning of mass media interests. Or are we to assume that Esterkoff truly did come around to believing in the fundamental righteousness of never changing? The thematic thread may have continued through the novels if not for a personal setback. Esterkoff's brother passed away after their publication of The Bullet Hunts at Night, at which point Esterkoff's prolific pace slowed dramatically. The loss devastated him. After several years of silence, he emerged from isolation with a new book, Whispers of a Broken Bullet, in which for the first time ever Dirk Warhard becomes a deeply emotive character. Warhard monologues on the nature of pain for over a dozen pages and openly cries twice. There is no villain or central conflict. Warhard simply travels from place to place, remarking grimly on the various people and locations he passes. In some ways, the novel feels like a return to Esterkoff's earlier works. Yet, if the response to his early work was muted, the response to Whispers of a Broken Bullet was hostile. Fans of the series uproariously decried the changes and demanded a return to form. Whether as a capitulation to public response, or perhaps a desire to distract himself with work of less nuanced sort, Esterkoff abandoned this new angle on Dirk Warhard. His next book, Bullets Don't Cry, saw a decisive return to the Dirk Warhard of old. In this book, Dirk Warhard murders over 400 people, including the Prime Minister of every nation on the planet, becoming the Prime Minister himself in several countries. His tendency towards cannibalism, already alluded to in a previous book, ratchets up with the invention of his new justice cannibalism technique. The book shows Dirk Warhard's complete regression into the most thoughtlessly violent and virile version of himself, and was adored by fans upon release. Bullets Don't Cry ended up becoming the best-selling book in the entire franchise as of the writing of this piece. Yet the series' resurgence was short-lived. A few years and a few novels later, a bombshell investigative report revealed that for an unknown amount of time, ghostwriters have been doing much of the work on the Dirk Warhard books. Esterkoff was at this point in his declining years, and his publisher had progressively been enlisting uncredited staff writers to take over a significant amount of the writing. It was never revealed what sections of the later books were not written by Esterkoff, or indeed if he wrote a single word of them at all, but those hoping to hear an answer directly from Esterkoff were crestfallen when he passed away a few months later. In the wake of his passing, the publisher openly turned to ghostwriters to continue the series, albeit strictly in sequel form. Sequels such as The Fastest Bullet Alive 2, even faster bullets, failed to elicit a critical or commercial response of any significance. To this day, the publisher continues to produce these sequels, still bearing Esterkoff's name, to a decidedly middling reception. The failure of these sequels and the questions of the novel's authorship invites a question. What was it that gave Esterkoff's heroic protagonist such broad appeal in the first place? Whether he wrote from a place of satirical mockery or from a genuine belief in the need for regressive masculinity. Esterkoff's intentions were never truly dissected. His most enduring legacy, therefore, is not just the character of Warhard, but a collective disagreement over the authorial underpinnings of the Dirk Warhard franchise. It is a question as enduring and unchanging as Warhard himself, and one which will be irrevocably affixed to the institution of literary criticism. And that's the book! Fascinating. Oh. We did already sacrifice one to, wait, did it return? It returned! I could have sworn we sacrificed this one to the sea gods! Wait, what? Oh! Well, that's nice. So we got 2 more books to go. I still don't know how that wolf can manage to survive the sea gods. We literally put all the thingies in it. We get the figure out. I think we need painted boards. If I poured in enough painted gourds, could I make coffee? Maybe. Well, let's go talk to our customer. I feel like he probably should be talked to. Oh! Although it looks like he's still asking for coffee. Oh, in that case. that's the elephant. Okay. See, this is mail. That's a different customer, I just realized. I guess we can go talk to him. Customer, hello. Hang on. Are you the same guy I just talked to? You are mistaken. You and I have not spoken. You must have spoken with Jerry. I am Larry. Perhaps you can help me. I'm needed at the boardroom for the presentation. I'm behind schedule. Can you direct me to the boardroom? You guys are both completely off course. You guys! You and Jerry, I assume you're going to the same boardroom. No. You are mistaken. Jerry and I work in different departments. Jerry is less consistent in delivering quarterly growth for his department than I am. For that reason, I have been asked to deliver a presentation to the board. In order to prepare for my presentation, I require coffee. I do not have coffee, only tea. I see. However, it is important that I not deliver my presentation until I have coffee. Therefore, I will wait for until coffee becomes available. Sure. Didn't anticipate I'd have to make corporate coffee. I was assuming I can make coffee at all. I'm not entirely sure what we're supposed to do. See if this works. Is that coffee? Yo, Brett, coffee. I don't know. What is this? This is not coffee. It is more like a sludge. There's nothing like coffee in any way. It's brown. Yes, you are right. In this way, it is like coffee. In all other ways, it is atrocious. So, is that a no? Please do not make me drink any more of this. I cannot. It is unbearable. Please. Oh, it was worth a shot. Guess I'll talk to the toucan lady, because I do not know how to be making copies. Not in the tea game. Say, who are these questionable individuals gathering nearby? The ones in the hideous suits. I find their drab appearance quite offensive to the sensibility of this shop. They would love to run a presentation by you. I've been requesting that I make coffee. I could really use a boardroom. I'm requesting I make coffee. Coffee? Do they not see that we are in a tea shop? How dreadfully arrogant to make demands for a drink as vulgar as coffee here of all places. The self-absorption of these corporate types sickens me dreadfully, I must say. No, I cannot stand to be around them any longer. I must bid you farewell and return to my travels. Take care, my dear. I hope to one day, under less dreary circumstances. If you say so. Oh, I suppose worst comes to worst, we can just make Boro some tea. Boro wanted some tea. Make Boro guess they just leave it on the table. That's how that works. There we go. Hi, Mr. You brought Boro a cup of tea? Yep, this is for you. Wonderful. It is just tea. Well, this isn't just regular or plain old tea. No extra ingredients, no extra nonsense, just tea leaves and water. Miss Ulta, this is quite the vintage recipe. In fact, there are many who consider it the only acceptable tea. Yes, would it shock you to know that some of the tea-making community is being quite ideologically divided? Goodness, do not even get me started on the debates over proper length of tea drying. Boro is having quite the patience, but these conversations are truly trying on the soul. Look at me, becoming quite judgmental I am. Not to worry, my dislike of the tea snobs is just a little secret between you and me. Thank you very much for the classic recipe, I enjoyed it very much. I wonder what Alta has to say about tea. Just plain old tea. I think we tried sampling just plain tea.
I had a trainer once who was obsessed with tea. He would make us sit and drink it. And he would always claim that there was all this deep wisdom in tea. But it was just talk. He treated us like it would be obvious, if only we paid attention, that somehow the wisdom would reveal itself. Drinking this reminds me of him. I should add some flavor to it next time. Something more than just tea leaves.
So she did have a comment for it. How does one go about making coffee? And a tea game! Also, what are you wandering around with? Hello. Wait, are you Larry? Or, Terry? Which one are you? My name is Terry. I would like your assistance. I am looking for the boardroom. Buddy, aren't we all? Guys, there's no boardroom here. You are mistaken. The boardroom is where I will be delivering my presentation. However, it seems that this is a drink shop. Therefore, in order to most effectively deliver my presentation, I will require a cup of coffee. There's no coffee here, only tea. Once I have coffee, then I will continue seeking out the boardroom. I wish I knew how I could make coffee. How to be making coffee? Do it be, is it not possible? Mint. The taste is quite impossible to describe. Bright and tingy with hints of lavender. Completely tasteless. Physical pain. Favorite flavor of ice cream. A fruit of regret. Bright and chocolatey. Would be the fruit of the underworld. Tells you to savory treat, often served at parties. fills one's head with utterly fabricated names. I'm just gonna go stick over here. Hello. What should I do next? Nothing? Are you in charge right here? What do I do? You're pushing yourself so hard to do for a bit of nothing. I feel like we've done this before. I do not understand how one goes about doing coffee. Oof. I don't like this. We are sniffing. Maybe I won't be able to accomplish the task of making coffee because I don't know how to do that. I want to, but I don't know how. Yo! It's the forest! Hello! Can you give me coffee bean? Whoa! What the hell? Goodness! Hello! Hello! Delightful, delightful, such a delight. Beautiful! We are Zenith. What is Zenith? We have traveled along the infinite path to be here. To be here! We have seen your world. We have loved your world. It is delightful. Delightful. What is the infinite path? What? What are you exactly? We are Zenith. Hello. We are born in 4 different realities, simultaneously. We have come to think of ourselves as a traveler, a seeker, a finder, all of them. Excusez-moi, sir. We're having a conversation. You screwed up the camera. We do not know more than that of our origin. We merely exist at this moment in time here with you. Hello. All else fades into the fabric of the unknowable. We see on your face this is not a helpful answer. Confused. It's just, I've never seen anything like you before. And we in turn have never seen anything like you. It is a joy to discover. Joyful. We are discovering so very much about your plane of existence. Discovering. Look, have you seen them? They are our favorite discovery yet. Favorite. These men. They are wearing suits. They are conducting business. Suits. This is our favorite discovery by far. Yes. The businessmen? That's the thing you've been seeing? Oh, this is the MIB's reference. That's the best thing you've seen? Yes, yes. I haven't seen very much, have you? contrary, we have seen the vastness of time itself. We have touched upon the consciousness in all realms. We have spoken to the colors of a dying star. We have lived inside the eyes of an entire species for its entire lifespan. We have spent millennium living within a single moment of radiant joy. And we must say, this is the man of business is one of our favorites, truly. What exactly do you like about them so much? How did you find them? Are they not inherently delightful? We do not know how to describe it. Delightful. There are many, yet they seem to be of one mind. We are similar to them, in this sense. Very similar. We have been following them from place to place. As they move, they search. They search for the boardroom. They seek this. They are called to it. They have been searching for a very long time. A very long time. We are delighted by this quest. We hope very much that they succeed. Delighted. Would you like tea? 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 We have not yet encountered tea in this reality. What is it? Describe it. It's just hot water with some ingredients in it. Oh, yes, we have heard of this. It is called coffee. Coffee. The men of business have spoken of it fondly, many times. A great love. No. Coffee is a different thing. We don't have coffee, only tea. Intriguing. You must know more. Please bring us tea, please. Okay, what kind of flavor do you want? I can put any ingredient here into the tea. Any ingredient at all? How fascinating. What flavor do we wish for? Desire? We wish for the flavor of something that is of value. Valuable. Of value? Yes. We wish to know what is of value in this world for you. You mean like a valuable fruit? It does not have to be a fruit. It can be anything at all. Anything. Huh. Okay. I'll put something valuable in the tea. Put in the sword! Dunk the sword! Dunkin' Donut swords! Come to your shop soon! Very good. We await it eagerly. Wow. Oh, apparently businessmen have some uncanny ability to move the camera around. I am unsure why. Something of value. What do I value? Pennies, napalms. Something of value. Does that mean... I'm gonna try it. I wanna try it. We're gonna put Gerald's sign in. Because I value Gerald's sign. We were able to put it in. That's neat. Something of value. I don't know if we can grab anything else. only thing I can really pick up. But I do have to say, I think I value that. Hey, did you see the magical space being that showed up? Her name is Zenith. And they said they came on the infinite path? Have you ever heard of that? Goodness me, no! Boro has never heard of such a thing. Although over the years I have seen a handful of otherworldly beings make their way to the shop. It is always such a treat when it happens. They are the most fascinating sources of knowledge. If you are learning of any extra-dimensional tea recipes for our new friend, please do be letting me know. Yes! I must learn how to make coffee! I seek this coffee. I am one with the boardroom. I seek this coffee. Bring it to the space. Here you go. We will now consume the tea. Yes. Interesting. Interesting. A taste of this tea. How fascinating. We can tell that it is a most valuable drink for you. You have taken the time to prepare it just for us. For this we are most grateful. Tea truly is a substance of magic. Magic! Please, you must know, is tea superior to coffee? Better than coffee? Yes, it's better than coffee. No, coffee's better. Coffee's better! Yeah. But coffee is similar to tea, yes? It is brewed with water, drinks. Yeah, I suppose that's true. The men of business, they have spoken to us many times about coffee. Many times. They seek it, they crave it, they cannot find it. Tragic. But your shop of tea, it is perhaps the perfect opportunity to make coffee. Please tell us, what would be necessary to produce coffee? Coffee beans! Yes, coffee beans? Coffee beans! Yes. Coffee beans! Yes, of course, it is so obvious. We see it now. Coffee beans. What magic is needed for this? How shall it be produced? We are channeling the infinite past for answers. Good question, because in this universe we're just doing tea. Ah, indeed. We can see it now. The essence of coffee beans. Clear in our mind. We are summoning it into this forest. Right here. We are imbuing this clearing with the essence of coffee beans. Deepest essence. Here it is. Coffee! Yay! We get coffee! So it has come to pass. A coffee bean! Success! Yes, you're clearing. Well, now surely go wild with coffee beans. May they bless your shop for a trillion spectra cycles. Trillions! So then, how do I actually use them to make coffee? We are receiving information on this matter from the infinite path. Receiving. We are considering how best to teach it to you. Here, just write it down in my field guide. Ah, a well-engineered solution. We find this acceptable. Field guide. Coffee beans! Coffee plants will grow around the clearing. Simply approach one and pick up the coffee bean. Pick the coffee bean out of the center. Only one bean will spawn per plant. Coffee beans come right out of the ground, so they're quite dirty. Be sure to run each bean through the dishwasher before making coffee with it. After the bean is washed, toss it into your tea infuser just like you would any other ingredient. The brew will turn into coffee. Oh, is this to replace the tea bowl? We wish you a successful effort to make coffee. Blessings. May our precious men of business at last be satisfied. Men! Still, I don't understand why you like them. I'll do my best! Coffee! go and make coffee. Although I do need to get to my stuffs. I am not sure which clearing that was, to be honest. It just was like, to come become wild with coffee beans. But I don't know what the coffee bean was. I'm not that familiar with the wilderness. I do not know. Is it here? No, that's not it. There is no plant. Where is plant? Where did they put coffee? I need help. But this is good. We have coffee. Or we can make coffee. Okie dokie, you know what? We'll stop for now and we'll pick up the coffee making till next week. I can't wait. Coffee! Coffee, 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 coffee. Until next time.